Hey,
Welcome home.
you all have you have a lot of questions. We hope that this helps with those. Thanks for everybody who wrote in. It's you who helps us do this.
We couldn't really do this at all without you.
First question. Here comes it.
Me? This question comes from Mindmer from Castle Rock, Colorado. Mindmer asks, how many clothes are there? Well, that's a really good question. I remember one time I tried to count all the clothes. I didn't get very far.
I've actually tried to do that.
How far did you get?
It's impossible to know.
Okay. I got to 26. 26 clothes. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there are more than that because I was counting mine. And I think all of us have some clothes. I'm wearing 5 articles of clothing right now, in fact. So I think that this is a really good question that needs a lot more empirical data.
I don't really buy into the whole myth. I can tell you, I've tried before to count the number of clothes. I just do it. I go to clothes.com/Kirstie Alley, and I count on there. I count the pictures, but I've never worn any clothes, and I don't think that I'm going to anytime soon. So I don't.
Some people don't like to wear clothes.
It's not that it's uncomfortable. It's just that it's really against my nature.
Yeah, and I don't know. Is skin clothes?
Some people think so.
So what? Good question.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mindmer.
Thanks, Mine. We hope if you get any closer to the answer, maybe you could let us know.
Send us an email, electronic mail. We'll get right on that. We'll talk about it. We'll get back to you.
Cool. All right. That was Mindmer from Castle Rock, Colorado. Thanks a lot. Bailey7 from Boulder, Colorado writes, Addy and Andy, I have a question. That's good. That's why you write in if you have one. Does the sink deliver buckets and nachos to your mountain chateau? If not, how do you plan to sustain yourself in your new home? I'm going to answer the question backwards. How do we plan to sustain ourselves in our new home? Well, Bailey7, have you ever heard of frozen pizzas? Because that's what
apparently not.
We've been having frozen pizzas pretty much every night up here.
Yeah.
And
DiGiorno
makes tombstone. When you buy them, they say, "What do you want in your tombstone?" And you say, "Back steak."
DiGiorno actually has a piece of pizza that has all the meats on it.
It's got all of them. It's got bacon. It's got
pork. No, bacon, sausage.
Sausage is a type of pork. Or pork is a type of pork's the type of I wasn't paying attention in high school.
Yeah, well.
And then it's got back steak,
pepperoni,
and pepperoni,
and back steak, pepperoni. Now pepperoni comes from a cow, and bacon comes from a cow, and then sausage comes from a pig, and back steak comes from the leg of a cow.
So that's
so we eat that, and it's really good. It's actually, I mean, the skunk has good food, but it's not essential actually. If you
no. So we have ways, and we don't know if the skunk delivers buckets and nachos to our new mountain chateau. We put it in order about 45 minutes ago. With a guy named Joel, and we still haven't seen.
Yeah, I don't know.
We don't know anything about it. So we've been sitting here and we've been waiting, but we haven't heard anything.
Haven't heard anything back. If we could talk to a manager, that would be good.
I mean, we know that the order was taken. We just don't know anything about if we're going to be getting if it's going to come.
I mean, one possible scenario is, a bunch of middle school kids got off a bus and they have to feed them.
Yeah,
and that's if that's the case, that's fine. I just
I mean, we both went to restaurant school, and we know that there are two different ways to run a restaurant. One is you take care of the customers in the order that they come, and the second one is that if middle school kids show up, then you deal with them first.
Right, and obviously the skunk works in the second way, and that's just a different school of thought. It's like, some people think tomatoes should be diced, and other people say that they shouldn't, and
right.
I really it's not up to me. I'm not God.
Who's to say
but
what's the right way
who's
to
to
run?
Say?
So we respect all ways of running restaurants, Bailey 7. So don't think that we don't. But we just really don't know.
We don't know, and we really appreciate it though. And if we could get any more info about when the skunk is gonna bring our stuff up, then that'd be good.
Info, I mean, we don't know what connection you have with nachos, but if you could let us know if you know anything, that'd be great. We're really in the dark here.
Yeah, and so, thanks.
Thanks, Bailey 7. That really helped us out.
Yeah. The next question comes from Glowwimp from Colorado Springs, Colorado. Glowwimp asks, if your life were a musical, what key would it be in? E minor.
E minor. I don't think we need to talk about that anymore. Amber from Boulder, Colorado asks, "Hey, Addy and Andy, thanks for the pretty good blog. You're welcome. It's not just for you, but
yeah, there are some people who they think that we do this for them, and it's not. I mean, we do it for us, but we're appreciative,
right? And it's also, I mean, number one is us. Number two is everyone, and then numbers 3 to 10 is individual people, and so it's not just for you.
It's not just for Amber, but Amber is she seems like a really cool fan.
I bet if you some people have one pair of sunglasses, some people have more. I bet she's in that second group of the people who have
more sunglasses,
more than one pair of sunglasses.
Yeah, I don't understand why you'd need more than one pair of sunglasses. They all do the same thing.
But I don't understand a lot of things, so that's fine. We can just leave it at that. Amber from Boulder, Colorado continues. I have a question. That's good. That's like we said, while you're writing.
Good. Ask the question and we can answer it.
It's like so the kids that raised their hand when we all went to school, and the kids that raised their hand, the guy in charge calls on them and they say, "I have a question." You say, "No, really? You have a question? Is that why you raise your hand?"
Yeah. Why else would you raise your hand?
Hey. And this is what the question is: are there any silent letters in your names? If so, how do you deal with that? When I was growing up, I was told that there weren't any silent letters in my name, but as an adult, I have discovered that there may be up to 2900 silent letters in my name. The doctors are unsure about exactly how many silent letters I have in my name. There's no way of knowing, apparently. If you have any experience with this, I greatly appreciate some advice. Thanks, Amber. It's spelled A-M-B-E-R, and it says, I'm not sure if I spelled that correctly. Sorry.
Well,
so I know a little bit about this because I'm getting a degree in being a doctor. So that's why I'm qualified to answer this, and I'm going to tell you that for me, no. Not only are there no silent letters in my name, but it's not even possible that there will be any silent letters in my name because there was a law passed. You may have heard of it, the Civil Rights Act of 1964, and that act said that there couldn't be any silent letters in my name. So no, there aren't any silent letters in my name. So I think that handles all the rest of your questions. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry that you've had to go through what you've had to go through. It sounds like something that I can't even begin to care about. But yeah, no for me at least.
Yeah, I don't think they're silent. I don't think any letter's silent.
Mm-hmm.
I don't,
There are 26 letters.
if they were silent, I don't know why it would. Why would it be a letter?
You wouldn't call it a letter. You'd call it a paper airplane, or a wrench,
Or a period?
or open parentheses,
Yeah, or a semicolon,
or 2x4s.
Or a Slim Jim.
These are all things you might call, but you wouldn't call them. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm getting a degree in being a doctor, and I can tell you that if it's a letter,
Here, look, maybe Amber can send us an example of a word that has some silent letters in it. I don't know of any silent letters. There's
No.
A, B, C.
and then there's the other ones too.
There are all the other
And,
ones, and you can say what they are. And if you say what they are, then there's a noise, right? And that's
Mm-hmm.
not silent. So I don't know. Personally, I don't know what the heck you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And frankly, I'd really rather not have my time wasted
Mm-hmm.
with ridiculous questions like that.
Right. Yeah.
So, sorry, I lost my temper a little bit. I shouldn't do that, but you know.
It's okay. We're working on it. Thanks, Amber. That certainly was a question.
Yeah, it was a question. I appreciate
Mhm.
that part.
Mm-hmm.